Do you ever go anywhere without a camera?
Well, yes, increasingly I do. I used to have it with me all the time, but now, as as a parent, I'm with my kids a lot, and it's like my camera's pretty heavy and large, and so I don't carry my normal camera when I'm just out with them. I rely on my cell phone, which is actually terrible because you want good pictures of your kids. But for the most part, I usually have it on me. I don't have it on me right now, for example, because I'm on like a lunch break and I was just coming here. But usually I have it on me, and I should have it on me, and I feel weird when I don't have it on me. I guess that's the best and most simple answer. I do, but I feel weird when I don't have it on me.
Okay. Uh, do you approach your portrait series differently than you do the street photographs that you do?
Yeah, I guess like the portrait series are usually people that I feel like I'll encounter again. Like the street photographs are kind of happenstance, and you like, it's just a moment that you run into or a strange situation or whatever. Whereas like the portraits are people that I either know or people that I would like to know or people that I see around. And so you kind of expect to see them again, and you kind of want to, if not take a flattering picture of them, like at least take an interesting picture of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess there's a little bit more of concentration in it, and you try to like make something good, and whereas the street portraits, like it's about kind of discovering something. With the portraits, it's about just capturing a person in a way that you would hope to show them, or that they would hope to be seen, I guess.
Right. So that kind of gets into, well, switch these two around.
Okay.
The next question, do you know the people in the portraits generally? And you said...
I would say probably about 70% of them are people that I'm like either friends or friendly with, like people that I'm familiar with. Some of them are people I just like encounter socially or at events and stuff. But I tried like in the show that I had up, there was like a bunch of people that I like, Kanye and stuff like that, where I've had the chance to photograph them, but it didn't feel like authentic to the community or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to have people, for the most part, with the exception of like one of my friends from Chicago, who's just like a good friend of mine that passed away. Like everybody in that show is somebody that kind of like feels like a part of the community around here.
Yeah.
So like for the most part I do, but there's people that kind of like are, I don't know if heroes is the right word, but just like kind of like bigger people in the scene that would have no reason to like interact with me on a day-to-day basis, but that I've seen around, that I try to take pictures of.
Right. So do you know, that being said, do you try to capture a specific feeling from your subjects to like have there be a continuity, or?
I guess it's almost the opposite. Like when I do portraits of people, like a lot of times I'll just be like, you tell me where to be, you tell me like what the deal is. Like I don't want anybody to, ideally I wouldn't have anybody like dress up or even like prepare for it. Like I've had a few people that like went and like had like hair and makeup and stuff done, and I thought that was kind of like, again, not against the point, but like contrary to the feel I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part I just try to like, part of the fun of it is showing up in a place where you don't know what the light's going to be like, you don't know what the like room is going to look like, you don't know how they're going to be dressed or what their like kind of vibe is going to be, and just talking to them and trying to get something that is like that moment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the kind of the figuring out the puzzle of the situation that you're in. So, and like, I don't know, whenever I see portrait series where they look very uniform, I'm like, that's a beautiful thing, and that's like shows some sort of forethought that maybe I should have. But I enjoy the challenge of like meeting people on their own turf or whatever, and trying to take pictures of them in their situation. I'd like, ideally, like for those, it's like in a space that the person is like associated with in some way. Like it's a place where they either live or hang out, and it's not just like I don't like take people to locations to like shoot backgrounds or anything
right.
like that. It's like you try to find a spot that it's organic to them. So
okay. Does the immediacy of sharing images digitally influence the pictures that you take?
sometimes, I mean, like I was saying, like we were talking before, like I have like a big backlog sometimes, so it does like it almost like there's times where like I'll shoot a picture digitally and I won't like show it for like a year. Like that whole series, like the whole dad series, there's like I'm really bad at actually managing the social media part of it. Like I should be better. Like I'll just take pictures, and to me, I feel like I'm doing this whole portrait series over the course of a year. But to most people, it just kind of appeared, I guess, that friends of mine or whatever, because it wasn't like I was posting like interviews or regular updates or like this is a person I shot. So I think I'm kind of bad at that. I need to get better at it because there's times where it's like I'll go and like shoot someone's portrait and then it will really like just sit in my computer or like on a card for a year, and then I'll finally get back to taking care of it. So I should be more immediate with it. And I feel like there's like this weird thing that I want to avoid where it's like sort of promotional. Like I don't know. I'm bad at self-promotion. I'm bad at promotion generally, but like I don't want, the thing I've always really, really wanted to avoid is like trying to like giving the impression that I was trying to use other people's like cachet or whatever for my own. Like that I was trying to like capture it and ride off that, or be like, oh, this is this person I was hanging out with, or this is what happened and whatever. So a lot of times I'll intentionally avoid that sort of situation where it's like immediate update, like this is where I was, this is who I saw.
Yeah.
Unless it's like friends or something like that, then that might make it a little bit quicker to the internet. But I just don't want people to think that I'm trying to like ride their wave or whatever. So